All right guys, so I wanted to do a real quick video on the MotorGuide Tour Pro. Last year was the first year that I ran this motor. It was introduced at ICAST 2019, and man, I love this trolling motor. This has been a really good trolling motor to run. Last year I ran the non-production trolling motor that wasn't available to the public, still working out some of the little details on it, and we really ironed out some of the things that needed to be ironed out. And now we've got the production model of the MotorGuide Tour Pro that is available to the public, and I think that it is just phenomenal. And so I wanted to talk about some of the key features, or the key things that I think the MotorGuide Tour Pro really excels at, and the reasons I love this trolling motor. So let's get started. All right guys, so the very first thing I love about this trolling motor is this right here. The fact that MotorGuide puts so much effort and energy and engineering time into creating a motor that has all those critical components like the GPS, the pinpoint GPS module and the steering assist motor in the head of the trolling motor instead of the mount like you see on some of the other competitors out there. And the reason that's so important is when you hit something under the water, whether it's a stump, a rock, whatever it is, with those motors being in the mount, you have all of that force, all that energy going straight to the motor and all those critical components, and that reduces the overall durability. So what MotorGuide did is put everything right here, and it's all enclosed and it's protected, and they also made room for that 360 breakaway system that allows this trolling motor, when you hit something under the water, it's inevitable, we're all going to hit stumps and rocks and things like that. When you do hit something, it's going to have that brake, it's going to have that cushion, and it's going to allow you to survive that little impact with no damage. So the next thing that I really love about this trolling motor is the lift assist that they have on it. It's really super easy to be able to stow and deploy. Even with all the different types of electronics and transducers that I put on this, I can still reduce the amount of fatigue that I experience throughout the day drastically because I have that G-force lift assist. And really all you have to do to deploy this trolling motor is with very little force, you can just lift it up, let it go, and it'll seat perfectly every single time all by itself. You don't have to lead it down with the trolling motor cord. The next thing I really love about the MotorGuide Tour Pro is how quiet it is. I'd put it up against any other trolling motor on the market as far as how quiet it runs, from the steering system to the actual lower unit itself. It's very quiet, and one of the reasons why the steering system is so much more quiet than the other competitors out there is because it still is a cable steer system with a motor assist on it. It doesn't have all of that noise that those full motorized steering systems have. This one right here, it just has very little motor noise at all, and that is really important, especially if you're fishing really shallow, fishing around cover, and fishing close to those fish that you're targeting. So overall, the quietness of the MotorGuide Tour Pro is a huge thing for me. The next thing I really love about this trolling motor is how simple it is. You know, they really put a lot of energy into creating a trolling motor that was effective yet very simple too. And one of the things that is really important to me, you know, tournament fishing, is being able to work on this trolling motor myself on the fly. You know, if I had to replace the trolling motor for whatever reason, it's really easy. All I have to do is have this little Allen wrench drive right here to remove these two screws, these two bolts that attach this to the actual mount itself, and then I can slap another one on. So it's just two bolts to remove to be able to switch this out. And if for some reason you end up breaking the pull cord and you don't want to spend the time to replace it, or you don't have a replacement, another thing I love that was very smart of MotorGuide to do is they allowed this latch system to be stowed and deployed without the pull cord So all you have to do is press on these little levers to detach them, to be able to stow and deploy them. So it's very easy to be able to do that in a pinch if you end up breaking the pull cord, which is very unlikely because these are very, very strong stainless steel pull cords. So that's just one thing that I really appreciate about this trolling motor, is how easy it is to work on and how easy it is to kind of adjust to uncontrollable factors that arise during a tournament day. The next thing I love about the new tour line is the new prop that they designed. They designed the new Katana prop for this trolling motor. And in the past, you know, I kind of struggled with the prop options for my motor guides, because I used to have the 3-blade machete that did extremely well as far as thrust. I mean, you could really, you know, put this trolling motor on high. It was very efficient, and it really just scooted along. But when I got into those situations where I was going into heavy grass, the machete didn't really do all that well in it, and I had to switch over to the Safari prop. But now that they've introduced the new Katana prop, it really it creates a prop that does well as far as thrust and also weedlessness. And so overall, the Katana prop is a huge improvement when it comes to the prop on this trolling motor. All right, so the last thing that I really love about the MotorGuide Tour Pro is the pinpoint GPS module in this thing. It is so super accurate. You know, if I park it next to a dock, which I often will, I'll take the remote, and when I'm going to go get my truck, I'll let the boat just kind of float off the dock. I'll hit anchor mode, and then I'll come back to it, and it'll be in the same exact spot. I trust it that much. It's just a really, really accurate GPS, and that's one of the most important things about this trolling motor. You know, having a really accurate GPS function is just absolutely critical. So overall, those are some things that I love about the MotorGuide Tour Pro. Of course, this is a new product. I'm learning new things about it all the time, but so far I've made a lot of money with it, and I really trust this trolling motor. I really think that it has the best blend of features and simplicity that's going to allow you to stay on the water, catch more fish, and have the peace of mind that you have a reliable trolling motor. So hopefully this video helps. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys out on the water.
Looking for a place to get a MotorGuide Tour Pro? Check out bassboatelectronics.com.